With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys have really been struggling. Just 2 wins over their last 8. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Their kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Jacksonville. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
60 Maverick. Ready? 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Mustang 19. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It leads to second.
The Jaguars at 8-8 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
When you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay.
Second and 10.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devin Witherspoon getting a hand in there that time. You look at this defense for the Vikings. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Throwing is McCarthy. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. This defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
At the 31-yard line.
60 back, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now back to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Cougar 19.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Back to throw here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's a 2nd and 8. To the air with McCarthy. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This is Brown going up the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Here's McCarthy. Jaguar pressure, and Jaguar sack. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy, and that particular play just came from the outside.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. The slot man in motion right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
Third and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And now out come the Jags. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beverly. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Beverly. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They've punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment.
Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, what?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Ready, ready.
1st and goal at the 1.
Ready.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great play there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
2nd and 7.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here is 3rd and 5. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
A gain of 31 yards. And the Vikings 1st down.
Now McCarthy.
McKinnon here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here's 2nd and 3.
An inside give, Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
14 yards.
They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down, Minnesota.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And he's got it. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
Brown is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
I tell you what, this was a much-needed drive and a much-needed touchdown at the end of this drive. They had not done much of anything in this first half, but here they put all the pieces together, and they get the score right before the half.
So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Pass complete to Addison. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
That's a gain of 7.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Halftime coming up. Let's get you downstate an hour or two to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. It all comes down to this. Week 18. All the playoff spots and playoff seedings will be locked up. Let's get into the highlights. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin with a good battle in the AFC East. And it's the home team's quarterback, one of his 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Armadillos will be the #1 seed in the playoffs. They finish off the regular season with the victory. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And here's the Packer wideout. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans taking on the Cowboys. And this is the quarterback of the Cowboys. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Cowboys finish at 5-12. Big changes forthcoming, but they do get the win here in Week 18. With that, a look at how things stand, the playoff picture in the AFC as the season draws to a close. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Man open left side is Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Jags offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
18 rattlers.
They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st and 10.
Here we go.
32-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Warrior 70.
They'll drop the throw. That is caught. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beverly. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. This is third and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Ready?
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Come on, go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Beverly. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Let's go. 8, ready.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third and 8.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Looking to put a drive together. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A loss of a yard.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Now he's loose at the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's another.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
Now the extra point.
For the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
2nd down and 3.
Panther 11.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Well, the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run on first down. Beverly. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
At the 17-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beverly. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready? 19 Tiger. Let go.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 10, 37 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Pass complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
13 yards on the play. And the Vikings 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And that's complete to Brown.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. McCarthy operating from the gun. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Throwing is McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere.